All right, so here we go. It takes a minute for the mic to level out, but it should be good now. And welcome to Tibalt's Apprentice. We're got a unique one-off here for the video for today that is arena play. So right now we're seeing the closing seconds of a game that went well for me, and we'll see how the next one goes. It does not happen often. But occasionally the arena gods look down and smile upon you and give you every answer that you need for a hand. It's such an amazing thing that I decided I needed to record this and share it with you. And I'm going to share it with you at single speed where normally I go double speed. Before we get into this, I want to say a huge thank you to both Superfast Tortoise and MTG Hillbilly for having me on the other morning and talking to them, and Stasis Orb too. If you don't know what I'm talking about, the link will be in the show notes down below, and you can watch me make a fool of myself and engage in some buffoonery there as I try to get my thing set up. Anyhow, we got it together. Eventually, had a good interview with the guys, and really appreciate that. So anyhow, we are on to a black and green deck, girl deck, but you see they have Selesny enchantments. So I'm going to have to stop that nonsense before it gets started. And to do that, I go for the throat. I could have maybe done something else, but they have yet another creature to play, but I have a possible solution here. Let's get this on the board. We're going to say Phyrexian. This is actually something that I learned from MTG Hillbilly, watching him early on about a month or so ago. And it turns out it is exactly what I needed to make this deck work just a little bit better. Because you see, that is an enchantment. And while I get rid of my creature, I get rid of an enchantment. Since so many different things lock me down or lock me out, and they're enchantments, well, you got to have some kind of removal. And wouldn't you know it, that is yet another enchantment. But you know what? I've got exactly what I have in my hand and need to remove it. So it feels terrible. Absolutely. My heart bleeds for the guy that I'm up against here. Guy, girl, whoever, whatever. Don't discriminate. Anyhow, but yeah, I seem to have the answer for what I needed there. Uh, and now there is yet another creature on board. We're going to see if I can pull this out for the entire game, but they're putting an aura on it. I think I'll just let them choose what to do. I mean, there's really only one choice, right? And that is for them to sacrifice a creature. And it's done. So they still get a little bit of value out of it. Not a problem. Let's see what's coming next. Oh, now they're starting to gain ground on me. Well, that could be a bit of a problem. Not gonna lie. We're going to choose Phyrexian again, and we're not seeing our Phyrexian horrors that we usually see by now. But Sheoldred, in all its forms, is definitely useful. Of course, that's the one they're going to get rid of because they're going to want to get +1/+1 counters on there as soon as they fill their hand up. Their hand is empty. They still out-creature me. There's got to be a way around this, though. There has to be. There's an interesting thing that this does, though. The Prizefight here, it definitely destroys a creature. Take a little bit of damage. I'm okay with that. But most importantly, it gives me a token and lets me continue to fight creatures. And I think this is probably, once I swing in for 5 points of damage, yeah, that's the game. Feels terrible for them. I'm going to have to put that I'm happy. I almost always put that I'm unhappy because there's so many things wrong with Arena. But we're not going to dwell on that. We're going to stay positive. And again, I empathize with that person that I seemingly got every single card that I needed against them. Beautiful, godlike draws. Anyhow, I got a pack of cards. What do we got here? Again, I am about to sometime the next day or so, I'm going to start opening some Wilds of Eldraine packs. I do not have any yet. I just opened them up on Arena here this yesterday, I think it was. Anyhow, I'm going to buy another one because I want to get to those 10 packs. But yeah, I'm going to actually open up some paper ones, so we can look for that pretty soon if you want to come back again. In the meantime, a huge thank you to all of those of you that have bought cards for me as Dark Ritual on TCGplayer. Going to urge you again to check out Superfast Tortoise and check out those guys and see what they've going on. MTG Hillbilly also, look that up and find them. And with that, I'm going to say thank you for tuning in. I look forward to talking to you again soon.